welcome back to my channel. My name is Anne. In today's video, we're gonna do a summer makeup transformation from this to this. Before we jump into transformation, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. I make makeup videos and anything beauty related. I upload frequently and I would love for you to be a part of my community. Also, make sure that you click the notification bell below so that you can get updated whenever I post new videos. So I already have a vision of what I want my look to be. I want it to be definitely a dewy skin, more natural complexion. I definitely want more focus on the blush, softer eye makeup, something that's really pretty and peachy kind of colors. So let's get started. I have the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dew Primer and I can't wait to try this one because when I swatched it for the first time, I really love the formula. So I'm just gonna apply one pump on the back of my hand and then I will smooth that out all over my skin with my Morphe complexion brush. What I love about this product is that it really smells like watermelon. I do like the way that feels. It has like a tacky finish to it and it also has like a cooling sensation, so that's really good for summer. For my base, I'm gonna use my e.l.f. BB cream. This is with SPF 20 and my shade is Fair, I believe. Yeah. So I'm just gonna squeeze a little bit in the back of my hand. I think this is gonna be a good color match for me. I'm not sure, but let's check. Yeah, I think it is. So I'm just gonna like apply it again with the same brush that I've been using earlier. So first impressions, I feel like it definitely smells like sunscreen to me, which I don't mind. I do love sunscreen. I always have sunscreen on, which I think every one of us should have sunscreen on at all times, especially during summer because we're more, out and about during summer. But I do really like this one. I don't mind the smell at all. The finish is more natural. It definitely doesn't have that heavy coverage, and I only applied about a pea-sized amount all over my face because I don't really like a lot of base products lately, especially in the summer. Like, you want your base to be much, on the lighter side because it's hotter. So I do like the finish of that. It did even out my skin tone in terms of redness and stuff. I feel like it did a good job with that. For concealer, I'm gonna use my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I like this one. It has a satin finish, so I'm really excited about this one. I'm just not sure about the shade because I feel like it's obviously darker than my skin at the moment, but we'll see. So I just did 3 small dots underneath my eye. So to blend that out, I'm gonna use a flat concealer brush, just tapping this underneath my eyes. I do like the consistency of this one so much. I feel like it's a lot more hydrating than the Camo Concealer, and this color is a lot peachier than the Camo Concealer that I use. So I feel like it's gonna be definitely a lot more corrective than the one that I use, which is cool. I feel like it does have a yellow undertone for sure. Alrighty, so for the concealer, I think I like the way that it did correct my under eyes. I just want it to be a little bit brighter, so I'm gonna set it with my Advanced Radiance powder from CoverGirl. This is really nice and brightening, so I'm just gonna apply it underneath my eyes using just a fluffy brush. You can see the difference from this side and this side. That color to me is corrective. It's just not as bright as my other concealers. Okay, so as for eyebrows, I'm gonna use the e.l.f. brow cream in medium brown. Before I do that, I'm just gonna set my eyebrows with my advanced reduce powder from CoverGirl. That way, you know, it's not, there's like some moisturizers there and some like base, and I want that area to be completely dry before I start doing my brows. So for the brush that I'm gonna use, I will just use this Morphe brush duo that I got from that set, and I will start by applying this. Let me brush up my brows first. And I will start by applying it right here on the arch. Definitely the texture is super similar to Anastasia. The pigmentation is super similar too, because, you know, a little goes a long way. And I think this color is perfect for me, which is nice. I'm just gonna like plot the shape that I want. I'm not sure how I want my brows to be thick. I think I may add a little bit of thickness just on the like bottom part of my brows. And then on the inside, I'm just gonna feather it in. I'm not adding any more product, just so you can see that kind of like fade from the inside of my brows. And then that's the time when I will brush it. I'm really impressed with this eyebrow pomade thing, because it does the job and it's so easy to work with. And like I said, pigmentation is extraordinary for being like an inexpensive product. I feel like I'm really impressed. Really impressed. So I do like the way my eyebrows look. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below if you like it. So to set it, I'm gonna use the Clear and Brow Lash from e.l.f. So all the products are gonna be listed down below in the description box, as well as my affiliate links for your reference. I'm just gonna comb my brows up on the front like that, because I do like that kind of like a fluffy brow look. And then on the outer edges, I'm gonna just flatten it like this. I'm really excited to use like my blush products, but I think I'm gonna do that first before doing the eye. My most favorite part of makeup, I do love eyeshadow, but I feel like I enjoy bronzer and blushing and highlighting. I enjoy that part. Let me know in the comments below what makeup step you enjoy the most. Halo Glow setting powder. Okay, so Halo Glow setting powder, I will set the rest of my like outer perimeter of my face before I set the cheeks, because we're gonna use like some cheek products that are cream type. So I will just set like this area right here where I'm gonna be putting the bronzer, and I leave my cheeks alone in the meantime. And then I'm just using like a fluffy brush from Morphe to do this. I actually like the formula of this powder. It feels really lightweight, and I just like use a little bit. It does have like it doesn't sit on the skin. It does have that really fine texture. The texture is not the same as my favorite powder from e.l.f., the Soft Luminance. It's not the same texture. This one is a little bit silkier in feel. So for my bronzer, I will use, so this one I just got in the mail. It's also from my recent video. This is the e.l.f. Forever Sun Kiss Primer Infused Bronzer. So the color looks like this. I'm really excited to use it because I feel like it's gonna be a perfect shade for me. So I'm just gonna use the same powder brush that I used earlier, because I don't want to really like contour my face. I just want to warm it up with the bronzer. So I'm just gonna apply it right here on the top of my cheek, just on the sides of my face. I like the color actually. The color I think is just warm enough. It's not too dark, which is nice. It blends quite nice actually. It blends really quick because it doesn't leave any streaks. It doesn't sit on the face weird. And I barely have to blend it. I just have to like literally just apply it right, and it blends itself. So before we do the blush, I do want to highlight my face first with the Novella Noir highlighter. This is in Harika Glow, and I really like the packaging and I love the color. I think this color will fit me because it's like a golden champagne kind of color. Let me swatch it because I haven't swatched it in the recent video. Let me just swatch it real quick. Here it is. You know what? It looks a little bit more golden than my complexion or than my hand. I thought it's gonna be more champagne. It looks lighter on the packaging than when it's swatched. So I'm curious how it's gonna look on my face. So I'm just gonna tap a little bit of this right here. So let me see what color it will give me, because you know, when you swatch products on the back of your hand, it will always be different than when it's on your face. So I'm just gonna use my Inglot brush, and what I'm gonna do is I'll just swirl a little bit. I'll start with a little bit of product, and then I will just swirl it right here on the top of my, you know what? It's really pretty. I love that. This highlighter, it doesn't look as golden as it does on the back of my hand. I think that's enough. I want to see if I can like layer just a little bit, just a touch more. I love it. It's really smooth and it doesn't have a lot of like glitter flecks in it, which is nice. So I have to say I'm really impressed with the highlighter so far. I love the way that it just gleams on my skin. So I'm so excited for this product. This is the e.l.f. Cream Blush Palette in Bold, and I'm so excited to use this shade right here. Whoa. I think this is, wow. Oh my gosh, this is so pigmented. I do like this color. It looks more reddish. The pigmentation of these are crazy. They're crazy pigmented. So be careful. I like that. It's super fresh. It just looks, it's such a happy blush color. I love that. So I'm gonna layer this Jelly Pop Flush Blush just a tiny bit because I'm really curious like how it sits on skin. I'm really curious how it looks like. It is such a unique color, and it looks like this. It's like a red bronze, so it jiggles. Let me just use what's on the cap and apply it on my face. It does have a cooling sensation. Honestly, you know what? I feel like they have the same vibe of color. The only difference I feel like is that this one has shimmer and the one that I used earlier doesn't have. But they're giving off the same, I feel like they're giving off the same vibe. I definitely have to try just this blush on like a future video without anything else like underneath it, because I want to see the pigmentation of it. Definitely I just use like a little bit. As for eyeshadow, I'm gonna use my e.l.f. All Day Stay eyeshadow primer. My finger I just put like a little bit, like this much. You know what, right off the bat it feels like, somewhat feels like the Too Faced eyeshadow primer. It has the same smoothness. It definitely is silicone based. I can feel the silicone in it because it's really like smooth. Alrighty, so for the eyeshadow, I'm gonna use my e.l.f. Opposites Attract eyeshadow palette, which is really cool because there's like a warm shade, warm side, and then it has like a cool side to it. For this video, because it's like summer, I'm gonna use some like warm tones right here. I'll use this shade called Fresh just all over the eye as a base. For my crease color, I'm gonna use the shade called Sassy. Sassy is like a peach, like a soft light peach. And also, if you have any of these palettes, you have like on the back like an example of what you can use to mix and match, which is nice, you know. So I'm just gonna focus this one on the crease of my eye, and so far so good. I feel like it's definitely pigmented. It's not getting patchy whatsoever. I like that it feels really, it feels nice, you know. It's not a bad eyeshadow. I like it. So it looks like that. Yeah, I'll bring the same color on my lower lash line just to have like that pop of color right there. And when you do like your underneath the lash line, make sure that you're connecting it also on the outer lash line like this. That way, you know, it completes the look. I'm taking the shadow just a little bit right here on the inside to kind of contour my eye as well. If you have like flatter eyes, Asian style eyes, when you do like a little bit more right here, when you put the shadow there, it contours and makes your eye look like it's more sunk in. I really want to try Cheeky. It's just like a few shades darker than the first color that we used. And I will use the same brush. And I'm just gonna focus this one on the outer corner of my eye and see how that goes. This is really bright. I feel like it's a brighter peachy kind of. So in light of what's happening, you know, I know everything is really like kind of chaotic right now. Like there's a lot of like, you know, stuff happening around us that could really like disturb our peace. And I feel like these times, you know, we just really need to like focus on praying and really taking the time to, you know, seek God during these times, you know, because I feel like that's what we need as a community right now. Definitely is peace, and also love and acceptance and forgiveness, and definitely, you know, forgiveness. And you know, it's like hard to touch on these matters because it's really sensitive, but I stand with everybody that, you know, that they want to preserve Black lives. Like I'm in support of that movement. And like it says in the Bible, you know, every one of us were created equally. You know, we are all loved by God, and I feel like, you know, as people, we have to respect each other, and we have to love one another, just as we love ourselves. So yeah, look, I will use the warm shade right here, which is like a warm brown, and I'm just gonna deepen out my crease right here. I'm gonna use a much more dense brush like this, and I will kind of use it as like a liner almost, because I'm gonna darken the base of my eye, I think, and I'm just gonna like apply it right here, like close to like close to the second shade that we use. I'm just blending that out. I just want this to kind of just deepen everything out. The technique that I did is I just like pat the color first before I blend it out. I do that technique all the time because I want the color to, not unless if I just want that color to not be super apparent on the eyelid, but when I do this look, when I deepen the crease, I normally just pat down the color on my crease. And then I'm gonna go back with the second shade, and I'm just using like a smaller brush this time. And I just want to blend this out really nicely because you definitely don't want to have a lot of like separation of color right there. You just want that to be nice and smooth. I'm gonna use the same warm brown to add a little bit of definition right on the lower lash line. And what I'm doing is I'm just using like a really small brush. So I would add a little bit of this color called Genuine. So this color, I scratched it with my brush. I feel so bad. I don't like scratching my eyeshadows, like ruining them or anything. Anyway, I'm super careful with my makeup. Are you guys careful with your makeup too? I feel like it depends because there are some people who are like really careful. There are some people that they really just use it kind of rashly, I guess, or use their products like without the intention to preserve them. But I do like preserving my products. Anyways, with the shade Genuine, I'm just gonna apply it right here on the base of my lash. So this is how I like doing my eyeliner these days. And you can see how it already like really like thickened my lash. It looks like my lash looks thicker here than on the other side because we did that effect. So for the lid color, I'm just gonna use this shade right here, Bold. It has like a coppery red color. I'm gonna use a small brush like this, and I want to test it out how it looks dry. That's how I judge the quality of the shimmer. If you use it dry with a brush, if it packs on really nicely, it means the shimmer is good quality. It's very subtle. It's very subtle. So I think I would use, like, it's really subtle. I would use my finger and see how that would change the application method. Put a little bit right here on the inner corner underneath so that it mirrors it. So when the colors mirror each other, they do open up the eyes a little bit more. I think this color is definitely really pretty. Like, the more you blend it and the more you heat up the pigment, it changes. Like, look how pretty that is. It's like a nice warm bronze. I really like that. Actually, it looks really nice. It looks like an expensive shimmer, you know. It looks like a shimmer that's more reserved. I really like this color. Inner corner, I will just use my Niharika Glow, the one that I used earlier, for my cheeks. This one. I'm gonna use this one dry, like as it is, and apply it on the inner. Oh my god, I am so amazed with this highlight. Before I pop on my lashes, let me show you guys how the eyes look. So I thought I'm gonna apply some false lashes, but this mascara, it gave me like a false lash effect. This is the Go Big or Go Home from Avon D, and it definitely like thickened my lashes. So as for lipstick, I want to keep it a little bit simple. I just want it to be glossy and peachy pink to match with the rest of the look. So I really like the way it feels. It's hydrating. I like the color. Definitely the color pulls this look together. What I do with lip glosses is that I grab the wand, like I pull it out, and then like I would do this, like I would twist it on the back of my hand. That way you can get all that product right there, instead of instead of dipping the product twice to get the amount you need. Just like from pulling the brush once, you get this amount of product. So that way, you can apply your product a little bit thicker, because I like picking it up with the wand and then applying it on the tip like this, and I would apply it over my lips. What do you guys think? So that's the finished look. I hope you guys like it. I had so much fun filming this transformation video. It's definitely one of the looks that I feel like I would wear throughout summer. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel before you leave, and click the notification bell so you can get updated when I upload new videos. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!